First time I looked at Forge World, and I was like, holy, you guys did what?
I said, wouldn't it be cool if, like, you could play this and go over there and then play over there if you wanted?
We were just like, that's crazy. We can't do that.
You can't keep it all in your head at once.
It was so beyond our production capability to stop the artist who started creating it.
Forge World actually has 5 separate Rube Goldberg machines.
Forge is our
Rube Goldberg machines.
tool that players can build their own maps. I mean, at its core, it's a map editor.
Giving the fans the tools they can take and run with it and make it their own.
Anyone can build anything.
We have this awesome new automatically generated LOD system called impostering that makes objects that are really far away really cheap to draw.
We're pushing what we can do with the Forge budget, so that lets us have many more objects up on the screen at once.
On Halo. Our old friend, the Forerunners, come back because the Forerunners create all sorts of cool, interesting
Maps.
And we wanted to give people a variety of locations that they could forge in a different way. So Blood Gulch Estuary was the other one. The Cage in Paradiso, it's just Chad and I playing with the
Rube Goldberg machines.
actually building cool maps
Rube Goldberg machines.
within Forge World. I mean, we were doing that exactly how the fans would do that.
We definitely looked at what we did in Halo 3 and said, what can we learn from this? It's one thing to build just a stunning amount of Forge art, I don't think. But, like, nobody was expecting.
Rube Goldberg machines.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, those are everywhere.
In Halo 3, it was cool that you could move things around.
What are some of the tools that the community is using? And how can we make those not be tools and just make those be tricks?
We took that stuff and made it like a real feature. There's normal, and normal. So normal is like Halo 3 style, it bumps into stuff when you let it go and it falls to the ground and moves around and stuff. Normal is the same thing, except when you let it go, it stays exactly where it was. And then normal is the coolest because it means that while you're editing the object, it's not actually interacting with the environment. It bumps into stuff when you let it go and it falls to the ground and moves around and stuff.
Which changed everything for Forge, like immediately.
It's much easier to build a Forge space. There's snaps and rotates and degrees and units that you can move things. You can be very precise.
The camera controls, it's actually really good for object placement because like little touches on the stick lead into really sudden jump movements. And then we also have a fine editing mode. You click the stick in and then
Rube Goldberg machines.
move very slowly.
Hours trying to get one block to line up directly to 3 other blocks.
You can select individual objects and say, get rid of all the objects of this type. So if you're trying to get rid of all the spawn points on a map because you want to go and replace all the spawn points, you can do that.
You can do custom colors. You can take these Forge pieces and say, hey, that's blue. So the blue base can truly look like the blue base.
Custom game options and Forge go together like peanut butter and jelly. You're able to do things with game types that people might expect. My favorite example is King of the Hill. We're King of the Hill.
And then you can say, sweet.
Rube Goldberg machines. Things that are good are downloaded by a lot of people and passed around to a lot of people, and that makes the really sweet stuff bubble up to the top. I'm looking forward to what the next big community Rube Goldberg machines is going to be.
We realized that reach was
Rube Goldberg machines.
to Halo, and what better way to do that than to
Take the Banshee or Falcon out for a spin in Forge World because it actually takes a while to get from one into the other. It's nice to go out with a bang, and this is
to let people do what we've been doing all along, which is creating new cool maps.
Rube Goldberg machines.
this is a pretty big one.
You can spank us.